Thank you for tuning in to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast, a no judgment zone podcast that covers lifestyle, entertainment, news, and sports. Even though KC doesn't watch sports, but these are minor details. By the way, he reads tarot cards too. Yes, I really mean it. He reads tarot cards too. And now, the host you've tuned in for, KC Phoenix.
Welcome to Keeping It Real with KC. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix. And here we are. All right, it's still early in the morning, live from Dallas, Texas. Or, as they say here, Texas. Now, we did the Christmas with KC contest, and all you had to do to win in the Christmas with KC contest was sign up for the email list, which to sign up, you can still sign up for the email list. The details are, it's in the details section. All you have to do is click on the link, go to the landing page, and you can put your email address there. I logged in this morning because, mind you, I didn't do anything over Christmas. I think I put up one episode? I don't even think I did an episode on Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. I think I was about to do lucky numbers. No, I did do lucky numbers, didn't I? I think. Hold on. Christmas was on a Saturday, wasn't it? Yeah. No, I didn't do anything. So yeah, okay. Look. All right, I had to think because I'm like, I didn't do anything. That was the whole thing, where I was like, as I'm logging in this morning, something said to me, you need to check to see who signed up. Don't forget about the contest. And I was like, uh-oh, Christmas is already passed. So here we are. So I checked this morning and I made my selection. And thank you for those who have signed up for the email list. I made my selection. And actually, I'll go into that in a minute. Let me go ahead and talk about the winner and do that. Now, obviously for security reasons, I can't say the email address, clearly. For those, for the person who won, you should be receiving something via email, so check your spam filters. The email starts with a G as in gold, so the letter G as in gold, and it's at Gmail. If you have an email address, because obviously I can't say your address for security reasons, and it starts with a G as in gold, obviously that's not the word, but G is in gold, because yeah, it starts with G is in gold at gmail.com. So the name in the email address starts with the G at gmail.com. If that is your email address, be on the lookout for an e-gift certificate. It's from Overstock, is what I chose to send out. I was about to send out $50, but something told me to send out $75. And again, going by intuition, there must have been something that you want this over $50. I don't know what it is. But anyways, so a $75 gift certificate has been sent out to you. Now, according to Overstock, it's supposed to take 1 to 2 days. Why it should take so long for an e-gift card, I don't know. Usually when I send e-gift cards, it's done in a few hours. Like when I sent the Express e-gift card to one of my friends that I had told you about, it was done in like 4 hours or whatever. I just sent it about 30 minutes prior to recording this. So hopefully it should show up sometime today, but at max, it will take up to 2 days. So today's the 27th, so no later than the 29th, you should receive it. And believe me, I'm going to watch it like a hawk because when I do stuff, I want it to be right. But just be on the lookout. Make sure you're checking your spam filters and everything. It will come directly from Overstock is where it will come from. So hopefully it should make it through because it's coming directly from Overstock. But be on the lookout for that. It's a $75 gift certificate to Overstock, so you can get something from the Overstock website. Thank you for listening to the show. Thank you to everyone who's been listening to the show. I appreciate it more than you will ever know. A weird thing happened over the weekend because I did glance at the listenership, because again, I didn't upload anything, which is why I glanced at it. And I was like, I wonder if anybody's going to listen, because I'm not uploading anything. And the upload remained the same as if I uploaded stuff. So the amount of listenership, the amount of listeners remained the same, which right now, the week usually closes out on a Tuesday when it gives me the numbers. And we're on Monday, and right now we're at like 138 listeners this week, which is amazing. So that's so awesome. Thank you to everyone who's been listening to the show all over. I sincerely appreciate it, regardless of what country you're in, regardless of whether you signed up for the email list or not. Doesn't matter. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I appreciate it more than you ever know. And I'm looking forward to going into the new year. Obviously, I don't take anything for granted, because any day that I wake up, I always give thanks for it, because no day is ever guaranteed. And even though we're so close to the new year, I'm not taking that I'm walking into the new year for granted, too. But as long as we're walking into the new year, I'm being thankful that hopefully your listenership will continue to go with me should I be here. So yeah, that's really all I have. So whoever you are, the letter G is in gold at, name@gmail.com. I hope you enjoy your gift certificate to Overstock for $75. Thank you again for listening. Thank you to everyone else for listening. Also, I've decided I will extend the Christmas with KC contest until the new year. So it'll end New Year's Day is what will happen. And then I'll go in on like January 2nd and check to see who signed up, and then pick a few or pick just one, depends on what's going on. Because, but yeah, if you want to sign up for the email list, go to the details section of any of the most recent Keeping It Real with KC podcast episodes. There's a link there for joining the mailing list. And once you click on the link, it'll take you to the landing page. All you have to do is put your email address in. Once you put your email address in, you are automatically signed up for the contest. So I am extending the contest until New Year's Day. And again, the prizes could be a gift certificate, like the $75 gift certificate that I just sent to the listener at the Gmail address. Or it could be cash, as in CashApp. So may do that. Who knows? But definitely, contest has been extended until January the 1st. Again, thank you to everyone who has been supporting the show. I am over the moon with the support this show has received consistently for the past few months. You just don't know. I love you more than you'll ever know. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. And also on the podcast thing, I just want to throw this out here. If you listen to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast, don't forget to rate the podcast if the podcast has that available. Like on Apple Podcasts, it's a 5. I have a 5-star rating on the Apple Podcast. So, and to this day, still don't know where the rating came from, but I'll take it. 5 stars, I'll take it. It's been like that forever. One of the girls, which I have to call her, I did not call her for Christmas. I consider her like my little sister. And I didn't really call anybody for Christmas. I was so I watched one of my cheesy Christmas movies, which it was really, really cute. But I didn't really call anyone, except I called my parents and then spoke to my brother, and that was it. So yeah, and then a few text messages, but I didn't really call anyone. But anyways, back to the podcast thing. Because when I asked her, I'm like, did you rate the podcast on Apple Podcasts 5 stars? And she's like, no, it wasn't me. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I wonder who did it then. But if you are able to rate this podcast on whatever podcast platform you consume it on, that would be awesome, because that helps with the algorithm and everything else. So that's going on. Also, I'm doing a New Year's weekend reading, tarot reading as well, for the new year, the energy of the weekend, not for the year. I've already done the 2022 readings. The 2022 readings are already up. Podcast wise, you'll have to scroll through. If you don't feel like scrolling through to figure out your sign and all that, because I did one for the collective and then I did one for each sign. If you don't feel like doing all of that, you can go to the KIRWKC YouTube page. Just type in KIRWKC and go to the main page, and it has the playlist broken up, and then go to the 2022 playlist, and then you'll see all of the 2022 readings there. It's the audio recordings of all of the 2022 readings. So if you haven't listened to the 2022 readings, you can go to the YouTube channel and listen to them there if you don't feel like scrolling through all of the podcast episodes trying to find yours, because obviously I've done a gazillion episodes since I've done those readings. But as for this weekend coming up, the energy of the weekend for the new year, that's going to be a reading for the collective. I will do that. All right. So let me go ahead and get going. Thank you again. Love you all. Until next time, be blessed.